Hello and welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Monday, February the 27th. Today we start a new quarter in the publication of Reflecting God. It is the spring quarter. Isn't that a nice word, spring? And this is for the months of March, April, and May. Today we are starting with the book of Exodus, chapter 12. We will read verses 1 through 8 and then 24 through 28. Here's the word of the Lord. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron in Egypt, "This month is to be for you the first month of your year. Tell the whole community of Israel that on the 10th day of this month, each man is to take a lamb for his family, one for each household. If any household is too small for a whole lamb, they must share one with their nearest neighbor, having taken into account the number of people there are. You are to determine the amount of lamb needed in accordance with what each person will eat. The animals you choose must be year-old males without defect. You may take them from the sheep or the goats. Take care of them until the 14th day of the month, when all the members of the community of Israel must slaughter them at twilight. Then they are to take some of the blood and put it on the sides and tops of the door frames of the houses where they eat the lambs. That same night they are to eat the meat roasted over the fire, along with bitter herbs and bread made without yeast." And now going down to verse 24. "Obey these instructions as a lasting ordinance for you and your descendants. When you enter the land that the Lord will give you as he promised, observe this ceremony. When your children ask, 'What does this ceremony mean to you?' tell them it is the Passover sacrifice to the Lord, who passed over the houses of the Israelites in Egypt and spared our homes when he struck down the Egyptians." Then the people bowed down and worshiped. And that is the word of the Lord. Our article today is titled "At the Table." Our articles this week are written by Bethany Aker. Bethany is a youth pastor at the Lenexa Central Church of the Nazarene in Kansas City, Missouri. Here's what Bethany writes. "There is something powerful about the connection between food and stories. Think back to a treasured memory associated with gathering around a table. Sharing a meal with people is a way of carving those moments into our memories. When God gives the people the Passover feast as a yearly ritual, there is a deeper meaning behind it. This is not something that they do every year as a way of honoring God's faithfulness and power. This is a tool of remembrance. The acts of telling the story, gathering at the table, sharing with neighbors, and being in fellowship together cements the divine actions of God in their minds. This becomes a form of generational testimony as it is passed down to their descendants for thousands of years. When we pass on these testimonies, we affirm that the God who moved at the Passover is the same God who moves today. That breeds a kind of hope that empowers a budding nation to enter into the promised land that had been laid out for them. In the same way, it also pushes us towards living into the kingdom of God here on earth as it is in heaven." The hymn is "O God, Our Help in Ages Past" by Isaac Watts. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, be thou our guide while life still lasts, and our eternal home. And from the 119th Psalm, verses 36 and 37. "Turn my heart towards your statutes and not towards self-gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Preserve my life according to your word." And this is your daily devotion for Monday, February the 27th. Have a blessed day.